Good morning. My name is Michael R. Roser, and I am co-founder and chief coaching facilitator at my company, Strategic Life Coaching, LLC. Please join us for this video and others at my website, abundantlifeslc.com. Outpouring of affection from all of you with regard to my series on the how of life. And again, it's unbelievable, and I thank you. And today, I'd like to talk about willingness, which I believe is the key to sustaining what we've talked about earlier, which is living life based upon honesty, rigorous honesty, which starts with ourselves, and then we are able to be honest with other people. And then yesterday, talking about opening up and becoming vulnerable and taking down that facade and allowing people to see into us and what we really are, and having faith that that way and that opening up is going to lead us to abundance and happiness in our lives. So today then is willing, and how do we go about sustaining and opening up and then practicing principles that are going to keep us open and keep us from withdrawing back into a shutdown way of life that doesn't allow people in and is based upon selfish behaviors or defense mechanisms that are designed to protect us, and we start building up that facade again rather than being truthful to ourselves. So today I wanted to talk about willingness, and it's interesting that before willing in the dictionary, my friend Webster again is a couple of words up, which is willful. And willful was more how I was going about my life than willing, certainly. And willful is governed by will without regard to reason, obstinate. Versus willing, which is inclined or favorably disposed in mind, ready, prompt to act or respond, done, born, or accepted voluntarily or without reluctance. And therein lies the issue. Because the acid test for me, the way that I was living my life, was I wasn't happy, and what I was pursuing wasn't giving me any benefits. And the more that I went after more material things, the more empty I became. It always left me wanting. And therefore, I had to be willing, I had to be able and ready to try something different and follow a spiritual program that was going to allow me to open myself up, deal with myself honestly, and then take that, hopefully, over time, out to those around me, my business partners, my clients, my ex-wife, my family, friends, etc., everybody. And so what do we need to do to be willing, and why would we want to continue to live this spiritual life, and why is willingness so important? Well, in my world, inevitably, there are going to be, as I call them, curveballs that are going to come up in life that are going to cause you to ponder, to doubt, to wonder, to get fearful again that what you're doing is really going to, get to that abundant life that you're trying to get to. So when those curveballs come up, now we really need to dig deeper and to find that willpower and and for me, I couldn't do it on my own. So when I find those challenges in life, I turn to a power greater than myself, whom I call God, good orderly direction, great outdoors, to help me to talk about, if you will, to pray about these challenges that have come up in my life. And then most importantly, I take some time then to meditate on that prayer. And is that prayer being answered? I always feel better after I pray and meditate, no matter what the problem is. And so I take some time to listen for the answer, to listen for that solution to present itself. For example, about 18 months ago, I was playing basketball with my son Jonathan in the gym, and I tried to make a move beyond him at 56. My body said, no, you are not going to do that. And I slipped a disc and went down like a house of cards. Very extraordinarily painful, pushing on my sciatic nerve, and it had bulged. And so the rehab process began, and that was extraordinarily frustrating for me because I had worked so very hard to lose 85 pounds and get myself back in shape. And I was just starting to see the benefits of that, and then bang, and that dropped me back for 6 months. It would have been very easy for me at that point in time to say, well, that didn't work. I'm going to go back to what I was doing before, being 300 pounds and so forth. And I made a decision that no, I was not going to do that. I was going to rehab and take my time, get myself back to where I could perform again and play and do all those things and work out. It took some time. It was very frustrating, but I did it. So if I'm being honest and I'm true to myself in every single decision that I make, not only for me, but the decisions that I make on behalf of my kids and other people in my life, if I'm opening up and I'm not putting forth that facade, again, not making decisions that are selfish and self-satisfying, and I remain willing to stay in that spot of service and bringing love and compassion to every single thing I do, the next task in front of me for that day, I have found a abundance and a joy of life that I can't even explain. Join us at my website, abundantlifeslc.com, again for this video and other hints to try to help you get by those obstacles that inevitably appear, and keep the faith and keep going, because I promise the end is worth the effort. Absolutely. Take care now. Hope that was helpful. Bye-bye.